is Jordan, and today I'm going to be doing the Camila album book tag. This tag was originally created by Aisha, and I was tagged to do it by her, so I'll link her original video down below, and I thank her for tagging me. I actually have never listened to Fifth Harmony, but I've heard some things about their music, but I have not listened to them. I just haven't been able to catch up on like a lot of new artists or groups since I graduated high school, so I have trouble keeping up with that, but I'm happy to do this. Tag, so let's get started. Question 1. Never be the same. A book that you've reread but your opinions changed. For me, I have reread books, but I have not, like, my opinions never changed, but the one that I've read but I never finished a book, which is Spelled by Betsy Stout. This is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. I tried reading it twice, and I just could not get into it at all. I tried it physically, and I tried audiobook, and I just could not get into it. I thought it was a book that I would end up liking, but I got really disappointed when I listened to the audiobook, and I just could not get into the book. And I hope this counts because, like, I technically read parts of the book, but I never finished it, but my opinions changed, like, right after I listened to a bit of the audiobook, so I just could not get into this book at all. Question 2. All these years, pick a book that is from your childhood. My go-to answer is usually the Magic Treehouse series, but I thought of another book that I've loved as a kid, which is Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. I almost didn't say the author's name right, but I just loved this book as a kid. Like, I kind of sometimes reread it whenever I'm like just in a mood for, like, just whenever I feel like it, because I love the characters, plus I love the farm animals in this book, plus I'm usually the kind of person who I don't like spiders, to be honest, but I accept Charlotte for who she is, but she's the only spider that I can accept as a character. I cannot accept spiders in real life, but I just love this book, and I'm gonna be reading this book to my kids when I married, obviously, but I want my kids to love them as much as I do, so I picked the Charlotte's Web. Question 3. Pick a favorite world or setting from the book. I honestly love all different worlds from different books, and my go-to answer would be Harry Potter, but to change my answer a bit to make it less obvious, which is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. I just love this world because we don't get to read a lot of books about pirates. Like, I know in Treasure Island you get to read about pirates and treasure hunting, but you don't get a lot of books about pirates, and I honestly would love to read. I honestly love this book because it's different than any other books that I've read, plus people said that Alosa was like Jack Sparrow, but she's technically the opposite from what I've read, but I definitely love her character, and I love the other the minor characters in this book, plus I just love this book. I mean, it's one of my favorite books of the year. I mean, it might be number 1, I'm not really sure, but I'll talk about that once I do my top however many numbers of 2018 so far. So I just know that I just love this book, and I know I need to read Daughter of the Siren Queen really bad. Question 4. Inside Out, a one-sided romance. I don't know how to pick this book because I just got confused by this question, but from Aisha's video, she picked one of the books that she read that kind of makes sense, but like my answer would definitely be Jacob from Twilight. I know I have Twilight books right there, but I'm just too lazy to grab them, but it's interesting how he like tries to be imprinted by Bella, but he never imprinted on her until he wasn't imprinted by anybody until Renesmee was born, and he got imprinted immediately. But if you have not read Twilight, sorry for spoilers, but I'm Team Jacob, like overall for Twilight, but I just don't like how Bella picked Edward over Jacob, but it's just interesting to see how he felt when Bella didn't pick him, so yeah, that's my answer for this question. Question 5, Consequences. A book that is a shocking betrayal. I picked Insurgent by Veronica Roth. If you have not read any of the Divergent books, I don't want to say anything because of spoilers if you haven't read it, but if you have read the Divergent books, you would definitely know what I'm talking about. This ends up happening in this book. I was so mad at that character that I'm like, why did you betray her? Why did you betray Triss? I got really mad at that character. Like I said, I can't say anything because of spoilers, but I'm the type of reader that kind of see it coming, but with this one, I did not see it coming, so yeah, and that's why I picked Insurgent. Question 6, Real Friends. Pick a book that has a iconic group of characters or group of friends. Yeah, my go-to answer has to be all the characters, Harry and his friends from the Harry Potter series. I just love the friendship he had with his friends at Hogwarts, and how their friendship develops with his friendship develops with Ron and Hermione and all the other Hogwarts students, except for like the Slytherins. Obviously, they're like not wanting to be friends with other people at Hogwarts, but I just love the friendship in the Harry Potter series, and I just, yeah. Question 7, something is gonna give. Pick a book where two people grow a relationship or grow apart. I picked Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Cinder meets Prince Kai, and of course it's like love at first sight in a lot of books that are retellings of a fairy tale. Like when they meet that person, it's love at first sight. But then, like, I just love the relationship between Cinder and Kai, and how their relationship like grew throughout the book, and I just been shipping those two like since I first started reading it. I listened to this on audiobook and it was awesome, and then I'm currently reading Scarlet right now, so I'm loving the series so far, so I probably will be shipping a lot more characters in the Lunar Chronicles. And the final question is question 8, Intertwined, a star-crossed romance. I would pick Aisha's answer, Romeo and Juliet, but I know she probably picked the same book as me, but I can't help but pick The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. But what's interesting is, like, Candace and Peeta didn't even act like they're lovers. They had to pretend to be star-crossed lovers because they had to survive in the arena, and it kind of creates drama in the capital, and get other tributes to go after them because of that. But I just liked how Susan Collins took like something that is like from another classic literature that deals with star-crossed romances, and try to put it like as in saying the fans like, oh, these two will end up together in the end of the series, who knows. So it's like, it's pretty predictable, but I mean, I'm Team PETA. Like, I know there's a love triangle that goes on in the Hunger Games, but I've always been Team PETA. So, but I just found it interesting how um, she puts the star-crossed romance in this book, even though Candace and PETA were forced to be star-crossed lovers and pretend to be. So that's all for the Camila album book tag. I don't know who to tag because I don't know who listens to Fifth Harmony or anything, but if you want to do this tag, boom, you've been tagged. And if you enjoyed this video, give this a thumbs up and comment down below one of the questions that I already answered. But and if you want to follow me on social media, I have Twitter under the last year, and I have Twitter and Instagram in the last year 19, and I also have Goodreads, so follow me on Goodreads. I want to be friends, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe so you would see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!